Here, I'll give you a little tour real quick. So we got new splitter belt, wood splitter, 1/2-inch plywood. Got it bolted in several spots. I built some custom brackets. Got the splitter ramps, some sheet metal I bent. New front fascia, just a little more aerodynamic, and supporting the new radiator inlet. Just a little splitter ramps in here. Built some brackets for the splitter to attach to. Made a pair of those that bolt just the factory bolts there on the frame. Reused this radiator support as a little attachment point here for the edge of the splitter, just to hold up the edges. Same thing over here. Radiator inlet. Duct. Excuse me. Little aluminum boy. I've got to re-weld one of the inlets there. I had to angle it a little differently to clear the box. So I cut it off. Got to re-weld that on once I learn how to TIG. Here's what your fuel tank looks like. So front end's pretty much done. Just gotta maybe build some brackets to hold the headlight lenses in. We got the beast back here. Right now I've got it slid back a couple inches so I can put the harmonic balancer on. See the belt drive behind the main pulley there. Runs out to here. Spins this oil pump. And here's the scavenge lines from the oil pan. They go to these three, and this is the pressure in. So this will suck from a reservoir that I'll have over here, like a 3-gallon tank, and then it'll pump it back into the engine. Just past those scavenge lines, there's another fitting behind them. Some headers. I think I showed you the pictures of the little shorty headers going up, but yeah, that's pretty much where we're sitting. I cut this whole thing out, this stamped steel dash bar. I'm gonna finish cutting that stuff out and weld a straight dash bar across here to the cage, and then I'll build a bracket to hold the steering assembly up in the pedal box. It's a drive-by-wire car, and I'm gonna order the drive-by-wire Holley system, so you can tune the car instead of trying to buy a cable pedal. And then I don't know if I can use either of the shifters I have for the 987 transmission, but that's a little bit newer 6-speed. We'll see if I can make those cables work, otherwise I'll get some different ones. Strap holding the crankshaft. But I have to figure out a air intake. Like I said, it's slid back a few inches. There'll be more clearance here, but figure out an air intake, maybe get a different intake altogether. If I get like a short intake, it'll be able to plumb through here. Exhaust is going to come out through here, straight out the back somehow. Maybe cut the trunk lid and have it come out the trunk. I don't know yet. That's kind of where we're at. Here's the Moroso road racing oil pan. It's only 4 inches thick. It's only 4 inches tall. So I've got the motor like 2 or 3 inches lower than what it would be in like a Corvette. So like it's slammed down. It's like the car's in the air obviously right now, but this bottom of the pan matches the bottom of the frame that it sits in perfectly. That's I custom built these solid engine mounts to hold it right there. And this is like normally where the bottom of the floor would be for like a flat floor. So the oil pan is just gonna be like smack dab as low as it can go, which I had to work around it. I had to notch the frame here. I had to cut a little section out to clear these oil lines. But I could have raised the engine up. Basically, I could have built these taller, or I could have built these the way they are and then put some spacers in there to get these oil lines up over the frame. But I did not want to compromise on the weight of the engine going up. I said, I got this fucking pan. It's meant to drag on the fucking ground. It's a steel pan. It's already been bumped a little bit in the K&N oval track series. It's already scraped off on a oval before. So it's meant to take a beating, and not even that, but I just was not willing to compromise. Not willing to compromise on that. I wanted the engine to be slammed down as low as it can. And I know when I put the trans on, I'm gonna probably have to cut these pieces off and re-weld them maybe this direction. Because I've tried to get the input shaft lined up with that, and I've noticed that they're gonna hit. So anyways, I don't care what, I already cut up this frame a little bit. I had to cut this section out right here to clear the oil pan. It's slid back right now, but normally this is like up here. So I had to cut this section out. I'm gonna put another brace in up here to clear it, probably just a tubular brace that can unbolt instead of welding it on. But pretty much I'm doing everything custom anyway, so it's like there's no reason not to do things like exactly how I want them and get the weight distribution as far forward as possible and as low as possible, period. I'm just I'm doing the most. So anyways, that's what a Boxster looks like without the back.